Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Hello and welcome back to class number 124. Yeah, the intermediate portion of the class here. And as always, we're going to get started with a little review, un repaso, a review of yesterday's material. And yesterday we were talking about where to, what to, and how to. So these questions using to. So, ¿sabes cómo llegar? Do you know how to get there? Yes, I know how to get there. ¿Te explicaron qué hacer? Did they explain to you what to do? Did they explain to you what to do? Okay, typical questions like this. Did they explain to you? Okay, did they tell you where to meet? Yes, they told me where to meet. Ask me if I know what to do. Ask me if I know what to do. Kyle, do you know what to do? Yes, I know what to do. Does he know what to do? Give me an affirmative answer. Does he know what to do? Yes, he knows what to do. Remember with the S. Mm-hmm. Did they know how to finish the job? Did they know how to finish the job? Yes, they knew how to finish the job. Do you know how to make poutine? ¿Cómo? Yes, poutine. This is a Canadian recipe. Well, it's a Canadian food, typical in French Canada. It's called poutine in French-speaking Canada, the province of Quebec. See, in Canada we have French areas and English-speaking areas. And whenever I tell someone I'm from Canada, usually they say, are you from the French part or the English part? And I say, I'm from the English part, because the vast majority of Canadians are from, okay, we'll say the English part, but even within the French-speaking region, which is the province of Quebec, most people there can speak English, although there are some people, in fact, I have met Canadians who cannot speak English, who speak exclusively French from small towns in the province of Quebec. But I would say 99.5% of Canadians speak perfect English. Well, 99%, I'll say. But Canada is, yes, English and French. The province of Quebec, they speak officially French, but most people are capable of speaking English. And there's a province called New Brunswick, which is officially bilingual. It's bilingual at the provincial level. So Canada, at the national level, the federal government level, the Canada is bilingual. So any document that you get from the government in Canada, the federal government will be in English and in French, a tax document, for example. But anything from your provincial government would be in the official language of your province, which 8 of the provinces, there are 10 provinces in Canada, 8 of the provinces are officially English. 1 province, Quebec, is officially French, and 1 province, New Brunswick, is officially bilingual at the provincial level. So when you're driving from my province, Nova Scotia, driving west, all the signs, for example, all the signs will be in English in my province. Then you cross into New Brunswick, and all the road signs will be in English and French. Then you cross into Quebec, and all the signs will be in French. Then you cross into Ontario, which is to the west of Quebec, and all the provinces will be in English again. Right. But even within my province, Nova Scotia, my officially English-speaking province, there are French-speaking communities. And these communities, they speak Acadian French, Acadian. Now, Acadian is the Acadians came from France. They were Protestant French who came over and settled. Many of them in Atlantic Canada, and others moved down to settle in New Orleans in the southern United States. And the name Acadian was changed to Cajun, and so they have that Cajun culture in New Orleans, French-speaking groups there as well, and they have the French Quarter, for example, and that French influence very prevalent in New Orleans. And they're related to the Acadians in Canada, and they often get together and celebrate parties and festivals and things like that together. The Acadian French from Canada, which is different. The accent is quite different from the Quebecois, the French accent in the province of Quebec. So there you go. Canada, French and English. Poutine, I said. It all started with me mentioning poutine, which is a typical French-Canadian food, which I love, which is French fries, right? Patatas fritas, covered in gravy. Now, gravy is like a thick meat broth, like un caldo, almost, un caldo, from beef. Like a stock or a broth, which is a thick sauce that is extracted from the beef. So it's very heavy. So you take some French fries and you put some cheese, some very heavy, fatty cheese. It has to be very fatty. There's nothing healthy about this meal. You put the cheese on it, and then you put this beef broth, and it melts the cheese over the French fries, and it's fantastic. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Wow. It's delicious. So if you go to Canada, do yourself a favor. You can get it all around Canada, but I would say do yourself a favor. Treat yourself to a bowl of this. Don't eat it every day, or you may die, because it's intense. It's a challenge to eat one of these, really, and it's not healthy at all, but delicious, definitely delicious. Okay. Do you know how to program robots? No, I don't know how to program robots. Do you know how to program computers? No, I don't know how to program computers. Well, actually, I know how to program very, very basically. Using very basic programs, I can program a few things on a computer, but I'm not very good. Okay, let's move on now. The next thing we saw in the last class was our translation list, number 40. So let's review it. Translation. Ah, yes, that sound. I like that sound. It sounds nice, doesn't it? That means it's time for our translation list. Number 1. Va a haber una reunión esta tarde. There's going to be a meeting this afternoon. Number 2. ¿No viste lo que yo vi? You didn't see what I saw. Number 3. No fuiste a donde yo fui. You didn't go where I went. Number 4. No estuviste donde yo estuve. You weren't where I was. Number 5. No oíste lo que yo oí. You didn't hear what I heard. Good. Number 6. No escribiste lo que yo escribí. You didn't write what I wrote. Number 7. No trajiste lo que yo traje. You didn't bring what I brought. Number 8. No elegiste lo que yo elegí. You didn't choose what I chose. Number 9. No me dijiste que estaban tan enfadados. You didn't tell me they were so angry. You didn't tell me they were so angry. Number 10. ¿Te estoy molestando? Am I bothering you? Am I bothering you? Number 11. No quiero crearte problemas. I don't want to create any problems for you. Number 12. Me temo que sí. I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so. All right. Okay, yes, we have our translation list right there. A review, because we saw this list yesterday. Now, how are you doing with these lists? Are you doing better? Do you do better on the second day when we review the list? Hopefully you're doing better the second time, reviewing, right? Okay, now before we move into the new content for today's class, we have our word of the day. So, yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's take a look at our word of the day. Word of the day. The word of the day today is thumb, que es dedo pulgar. Yeah, thumb. I have 2 thumbs. I have on each hand 4 fingers and a thumb. So I have, and also on my feet I have toes. I have 5 toes on each foot. I have a total of 10 toes. And then I have 4 fingers on each hand, 2 hands, so that's 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. Now, on my feet, I have a big toe. We don't say a foot thumb or anything like that, right? But I just have 2 thumbs. Well, I have 1 on each hand. My thumb. Yeah. Now, if someone is a little bit clumsy, we can say they're all thumbs. Imagine if you had 5 thumbs on your hand. It would be a bit, well, it would, I don't know. I think it would be a bit difficult to do certain things. But so we say if a person is clumsy, right? It means that maybe they drop things. They don't always control things well. They're probably not good at sports. They're clumsy. We could say, they're all thumbs. He's all thumbs. He drops things. He fumbles things. He's not very precise. He couldn't possibly be a surgeon because he's all thumbs, right? Okay. All right, let's move on now into the new material for today. We have a phrasal verb here. Everybody likes phrasal verbs, right? At home? Do you like phrasal verbs, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, Kyle, we love phrasal verbs. Oh, good. Some of you are, so maybe some of you disagree, but I think they're a lot of fun. We have the phrasal verb to give up. To give up, yes. So it's important not to give up. Don't quit, right? Don't give up. So, dejar algo, dejar de hacer algo, rendirse, right? Did you give anything up last year? So give me an affirmative answer. Yes, I gave up something last year. Did you give up smoking? Yes, I gave up smoking last year. Do you know anyone who gave up smoking last year? Yes, I know someone who gave up smoking last year. Is it easy to give up smoking? Do you think it's easy? No, it isn't easy. This one, no, definitely. It has to be negative because it definitely isn't easy to give up smoking. Do you think your friends should give up smoking? Yes, I think my friends should give up smoking. What else do you give up? What else do people try to give up? Junk food, eating junk food. Comida basura, junk food. Yeah, I'm always trying to give up eating junk food, but it's tough because I like it, you know? Now, are you thinking about giving up learning English? I hope not. I hope you don't give up. I hope you stay with it. You have to stick with it, right? You have to continue. Don't give up. You have to persist. You have to work hard. You have to keep going. Don't give up. Sometimes I think about just giving up. improving my Spanish. But no, I refuse to give up. I have to make more of an effort. Yeah. I can't give up. Okay? Don't give up. Keep moving ahead. Well, we'll practice this we'll practice this tomorrow. So I want to move on now to take a look at our 5 words of vocabulary. That's right. The vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. All right, it is time for our 5 words of vocabulary. The first word, empleado. Empleado. We say employee. Employee. He's a very good employee. En realidad. In reality. In reality. Yes. Prácticamente. Practically. Practically. Ahorros. Ahorros. Savings. Savings. Yes, I keep my savings in a local bank account. Poco profundo. Poco profundo. So the water in my swimming pool, it's very shallow. There's a in most swimming pools, there's a shallow end and a deep end. If you're going to dive, dive into the deep end. Don't dive into the shallow end, right? Poco profundo. Shallow. Shallow. Okay. Now, as long as we have time, I'll review the last point. As long as we have time. As long as. Siempre y cuando. Siempre que. As long as. Now, we only have a few minutes. We only have about 30 seconds. As long as. Will you go there? As long as the weather's okay? Yes, I'll go there as long as the weather's okay. Will you eat as long as you're hungry? Yes, I'll eat as long as I'm hungry. Will you travel as long as you have time off? Yes, I'll travel as long as I have time off. Will she call you as long as she's available? Yes, she'll call me as long as she's available. Good. Okay, we're completely out of time. We'll review this tomorrow as long as we have time. No, we will. We will have time tomorrow. I'll make sure that there's time for this tomorrow to review all the new content from today. And we'll look at so much more tomorrow. Same time, same place. I do hope you'll join me. See you then. Bye-bye.